back to the On the Slab Horror Show, the show that we bring you every single Friday night. Why?
Because Friday night is horror night, as the t-shirt says.
It's been a minute, and I needed to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Your old school intro from the old school host, well, co-host. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Thanks, guys, for letting me do that. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. I don't know. It feels weird not doing it.
Yeah.
It feels weird. But as Ian kindly done the intro, this is our third annual horror quiz. We've had it for the last 2 years, obviously, being our third one. Ted was the quizmaster last time as well, and he is going to.
He likes that role, doesn't he?
Yeah, quizmaster.
So let's introduce the boys. We have the quizmaster, Ted. How are you, sir?
I'm good, yeah. I always enjoy being the quizmaster, putting the screws to you boys.
We have the Dynamo who done the intro. How are you, sir? Welcome back.
The prodigal son returns.
I am here today to chew bubblegum and not kick any asses because
and make up the numbers.
I am admittedly absolutely terrible at quizzes unless it involves sports.
And then we have the king. How are you, sir?
All good in the hood, brother. All good. Like I'm like Ian. I like these films, but I'm crap. I don't know what it is. I'm just crap at quizzes, but I've got to give up my. I want to fucking win.
Everyone wants to win. You got to beat the man. You got to beat the man to win,
I'm
though.
Sick of the fucking man winning. I really am.
We'll pass you over to Quizmaster Ted, and we will get this bad boy on the road.
Yep.
See us on the other side.
Yeah. So, as we discussed ourselves between the chat this year, we like to try and switch up the quiz every year, so that we're not doing the same thing and getting the same questions. So, this year there's going to be a couple of different rounds. The first round is just going to be straight kind of general knowledge, horror based. The second round we're going to go with Scream, so it's like a kind of in-depth thing on Scream, and then I'll let you know what the other ones are. So keeping in mind I wrote the questions, so they're not ones you could look up and typically know. So
Someone
we'll get going.
with a score.
I'm just for the listeners out there. I didn't want to present this to the boys beforehand, but I think it's a fix. I mean, they know that Greg and Ted Scream's their franchise. You know?
Scream is my franchise. Scream is my franchise.
It's always fun when we do these quizzes. So.
Listen, we have to it's like football. We like, even if it's not a foul, we call it, you know.
Oh yeah.
No, do you know what we need to do at some point? If we can all get in the same room and have like a team quiz, you know what I mean? Like that'd be fun some night.
I don't believe there's a team that would beat us.
No.
Well, I don't know if we knocked you out. If they knocked you out, they probably would, because the three of us are dog shit at quizzes.
That's a good point. Actually, I do well in team quizzes. Yeah, I like.
Yeah, because you're making up the numbers. Yeah,
exactly.
Right, we'll get going first, right? So we'll go general knowledge first, right? So I'll do 5 questions and then we'll do 5 answers, just to break it up, so it's not a list of 10 and then.
We just answer all the questions first.
Yeah, so write down the answer to the first 5, and then I'll read out the question again, and we'll get the answers from people.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So, question 1: Netflix released 3 Fear Street films. What years were they set in?
Ooh.
You need all 3 for the point. There's no 1 point for each one.
So just the years, is it?
Just the years, yeah. So they're all called Fear Street, whatever.
That was a good show, actually. Or good,
yeah, and another set coming out now soon as well. It's
only one piece, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. But I'm still looking forward to it because they were brilliant.
They were great. They were.
They really were, and I actually know these really well because, funny enough, I watched them all last week.
I watched these all, I'd say, since they've come out. I think I've watched them every year. Like they're one of those ones I put in. I'm like, throw that on again.
I literally watched them last week, all 3 of them.
So everyone's got an answer down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so question 2. Other than this episode, obviously, the last episode all 4 of us appeared on.
What do you mean, like month, year, dates, times?
No,
what
just
was it
what
about?
there's. Yeah, what was it about?
Was my penis erect at that time? I can't remember that far back.
I don't know. That's up to you to
What was it about? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't need the exact name of it if it's relatively close to what the show that all four of us were last on.
Fuck.
I always throw one in about the show itself.
Yeah.
Always throw in one. See what the boys know about their own product.
Oh man, fuck me. I'll come back to that question before the answers are given. Shit. God, that's good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good, you. You're good, you.
He should just win this quiz.
Yeah.
Oh well, I know the answers because I've looked them all up.
Well, I would hope so. Right.
Right. Episode or question 3, and the answer to this one is kind of an approximate answer because it does vary.
Okay.
How often does Pennywise reappear, or appear, or reappear?
On screen or?
No, as the Pennywise will show up once every X amount of years. But they've said themselves it's an approximation. It's not. There's not a solid answer to it.
So how are you going to correct that now?
The one that they've said is the approximate.
Right.
So
okay.
he shows up approximately every X years.
In Derry, Maine. Yeah.
That's not the question.
No, but it's a
No,
nice
it's
little.
not the question.
boss
It's like-
man.
It's a nice little
Hey,
bit in
Carol,
there.
shut up, you. We're friends. I'm fucking speaking out loud to try and get it in my head.
Right. Question 4. What kind of shop did the Frog Brothers work in?
Eddie Guerrero.
And then this one, apropos of the top I'm wearing, this is do you know what the next line is?
Oh, God.
So it's from what do you know what the next line is? It's from The Crow.
Yeah.
So it's more like surfing than skating. I wish the rain would stop just once.
It's a long time since I've seen The Crow, so I would not know that one.
You know what? It came onto Netflix last year for 6 months. I think I watched it about 5 times.
So good.
Sorry, can you repeat that again, please?
The last one, yeah. So it's what's the next line? It's more like surfing than skating. I wish the rain would stop just once.
The start of that sentence is even funnier.
Yeah,
Goddamn
but
asshole.
yeah, I didn't want to put in I didn't want to be reading the whole film out. We'd have been here a while. Right, does anyone want me to repeat any of the questions so that they can
Yeah.
put an answer down or anything?
No.
No?
No, walk away there.
No, okay. So I'm going to ask now. Nobody has put down an answer, crossed it out, and rewritten a different answer.
No.
No, I've one that. So my second answer was blank, and I wrote my third answer in the second space by mistake. And I just crossed that out, but it's a blank answer, number 2, if that makes sense.
So the last episode, all four of us appeared on.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
technically a blank, but it's not filled in with that.
Yeah.
It's just
No, I just want to make sure. So obviously,
Yeah. No.
we're going to go through this and we're going to get the answers. So just so no one can be like, "Oh, I got that." Cross it out and
No,
pop it in.
100%.
So-
Look, there you go.
Yeah. So Netflix
That's mine.
released 3 Fear Streets. What years were they set in? King, first one.
1984. Well, the first one was 1884, was it?
Oh well, just like whichever. Like, just give me one year.
All right. Yeah, 1984.
Greg,
1888 I had.
Ian,
1994,
do you want to give me another one?
78 and 66.
Yeah, Ian's the only one who gets a point. The rest of you get
Right.
nothing because even if you got the other 2 correct, you got one wrong, and it was all 3.
I hadn't seen them since they came out, so.
Yeah.
Did I get
so-
them all?
Yeah, you got them all. Yeah. So
Well, did I just get which one? I got 1884 wrong, was it?
You said.
well, the only one I asked you was 1884, and it means you were wrong. So you needed all three for the point. Like
Yeah,
so,
no, I got 84 and 94. Oh, yeah, that's good.
yeah.
There was
So
no 84, so it was 1994, 78, and 1666.
Ah, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 666, the devil, 78.
And to be fair, I only got that because I watched, as I said all last week. That's just pure pot luck on my part.
78, I just remembered because it's I think it was Halloween, is it? First Halloween,
Yeah,
78.
Halloween, yeah.
Phenomenal. That's
Yeah.
the best one, actually, in my opinion.
Okay,
I like the 66 one.
That was
Yeah.
quality too. Yeah.
I like that
I love all of them. I think all of them are like
we
brilliant in
should
their own way.
do a review on that soon.
Kerry done their first podcast on the first
She
one
did,
of them,
she
didn't
did one, but
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
quite short. But I think it's worth redoing.
I think we should
the whole
actually,
four.
yeah. We
The,
can
like the
all
three of
watch
them.
it again.
Yeah. Okay, so the second question was the one about this show. So the last episode all four of us appeared on.
What was
Right.
it?
Was it the film review of 23?
Nope.
No.
I put movie review. I didn't know which one.
No, I think
That
the movie
definitely doesn't
review
count.
is too
That's
vague.
broad.
Yeah, it's too vague.
I put nothing as you know. So
There's the correct answer that all four of us were on was OTS presents upcoming horror movies of 2024.
So a preview show, yeah.
Yeah. But I would have accepted one other answer because you could have argued it.
Was it the Carl Weathers tribute?
Nope, the underrated horror gems part 2, which me, you,
Oh,
and
King
Ian
appears
did,
in, yeah.
and King appears in at the start because he split it into 2 episodes.
And
So I
he
would
cuts
have
himself in, yeah.
Put
Good
himself in,
Lord.
so I would have accepted that because you could have argued it.
good lord.
But for the moment, Ian is in the lead with 1 point.
Whoop whoop.
But it's 1 out of 2, so it's not that
No,
bad.
that's true. That's true. 2 out of 1 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But I'll take it.
Yeah.
I always start strong and then fucking fall.
I think this one I'm thinking everyone's gonna get it. How often does Pennywise appear? Approximately. Ian?
27.
King?
Yeah, 27.
Greg? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of figured. Yeah, kind of figured everyone would have the 27 there. Yeah, Stephen King came out and said it's not actually, like, even in the books, it's not actually 27 because it'd be too consistent for him.
27 is just when every disaster happened.
Yeah, he's the entity is an element of chaos, so he would never adhere to such a strict set of timings. So, question 4: what shop did the Frog Brothers work in?
Did you have to name the shop, or could you do
No,
the type of shop?
sorry, what kind of shop? Yeah,
I said a comic shop.
I said video rental.
Comic shop.
the two boys are right. So
It's not the video shop, is the one next door to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they work in the comic shop, and that's how
Well,
they learn about.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky, wow, though.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
an
well.
unlucky one. The next line, it's more like surfing than skating. I wish the rain would stop just once.
It can't rain all the time.
The time, baby.
Can't rain all the time, yeah.
Yeah, daddy-o.
Can't rain all the time. Can't rain all
I
the
just
time.
had 3 question marks.
And just in case you weren't sure, King, can't rain all the time.
Oh my god, he wore
Right
a
there.
fucking t-shirt.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Right
And
there,
you know
baby.
what? For our listeners, actually, Ted literally left a real life Easter egg on
Ted
the
is a
fucking
fucking
screen.
living
No.
Easter egg. He really is.
Yeah,
That was
and-
actually. Do you know what, Ted? You give yourself a mark for that.
I knew when he said, "What's the next line of the film?" Because I knew it wasn't going to be "Fire it up."
Yeah,
The next big line is "It can't rain all the time."
yeah.
Well,
Now-
I mean, it would have been pretty bad of me, like
Yeah.
spending money on that fucking figure
And not having
getting
it.
Rachel to pick that figure when I could have picked anything else.
I initially wasn't going to say it was The Crow as the film, and then I was like, oh, actually, maybe I'm getting a bit too far because like there could be another film with that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I better just.
If
I
you had,
hear that
even
it's
if you
The
hadn't
Crow.
said the Crow, I would have known what it was.
Yeah, but just on the off chance that someone was like, well, actually, that's in another film. I was
Yeah,
like,
I think that,
Imagine.
I think in that particular one, Greg and myself were shoe in for that. No,
Yeah. And when Greg mentioned that I wore this Crow top rather than the long sleeve one, I was like, I can't say exactly why because I've worn it specifically for the little gag of it says it on the top.
Very good.
Right, so we'll
very good. Yeah.
at the moment it is Ian in the lead with 4 out of 5, Greg with 3 out of 5, and King with 1 out of 5. So we will go on to the next set of 5.
What a debut performance from the kid.
It's not a debut. You were in the first one.
Yeah, but come on, it's my.
That was 2 years ago, Greg. That
yeah, exactly. Thanks, Dave. I'm in a new house in a new.
His reintroduction to the quiz.
Right,
Yeah.
this is a nice little handy one from a film that a series that you all love. What is the surname of Sienna and Elliot in Terrifier 2?
Sienna and Elliot.
Yeah, just what's their surname? I don't think they ever actually say it as Elliot's surname. I think they only say it as hers, but since they're related.
He just said it's hers, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the principal says it.
Yeah. Okay. So question 7. Who plays the dad in the first Purge film? So not the other way, The Purge. There's the original The Purge, and then one of them was called The First Purge. I'm not talking about The First Purge. I'm talking about the very first film.
The one with Lena Headey, like.
Yeah.
Who played the dad?
Who played the dad, yeah. Right, question 8. Which Final Destination is the log death scene in?
The one that absolutely everyone remembers.
How could you not
See,
remember that?
everyone remembers the scene, but do they remember which of the films it was in?
You're goddamn right I do.
Yeah,
I do
this
as
is
well,
the main
but-
man, yeah.
Pretty sure former guest Jeffrey Reddick could kill me if I didn't.
Yeah, true. Especially since you brought it up.
More than once.
Yeah, so question 9. How many times did Dr. Loomis shoot Michael Myers at the end of Halloween? So this would have been the original one. Right, and then question 10, and don't forget this is a quiz, so you want to put down the correct answer here. What is the greatest werewolf film of all time?
Now, who are you going on? Who's
And King,
who?
it's not Twilight. It's
Like,
not
well,
Twilight,
like,
Kings. You'll have to pick one of the other ones. It's definitely not
Okay,
Twilight.
so is the answer based on your opinion, or where are you getting the answer from?
Probably the opinion of the show, I'd say.
The show's opinion. We asked several guests this over a long
Months.
period
This is
of
another
time.
fucking Easter egg from you to make me put this down, isn't it? To say this so I get
Listen,
a point.
you can put down whatever you want, King. I've told you it's not Twilight, so you know it's not your favourite film.
It's Twilight 2.
It could be Twilight 2 or 3, King, but it's not. It's
I
not.
have my fucking answer, and I'm using logic.
Right.
Well, I'm
so-
using the show logic, so that's what I'm
Oh
using.
yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
Absolutely, babe.
So-
That's what it's all about.
We'll go back through these now. So, what is the surname of Sienna and Elliot in Terrifier 2? Who did we finished on Greg
Ian.
or Ian the last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Greg,
Shaw.
Shaw.
King,
Shaw.
Ian,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, Shaw for everybody. So that was a nice little handy one for you.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny about that? That was actually Rachel's dad's surname. So
Oh.
Oh, was it?
one of his surnames.
Mate,
Ah,
When he was
Maybe.
in trouble with the Popo, he was Shaw because his stepdad's name was Shaw, but his
Yeah.
actual name was Murphy.
Shaw against the law.
Espionage.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
okay. Question 7: Who played the dad in the first Purge film? So we're back to
King.
Greg.
King, is
I
it?
got nothing for
Okay.
that, just so you know, I'm not right.
Ian had
I
nothing.
couldn't remember. I just put Ethan Hawke up there. So
Greg,
It's a good guess because it is Ethan Hawke.
it is
deadly.
Ethan Hawke.
Nice. Fuck, why didn't I do that?
So
Because Millie didn't give you the answer.
wasn't
That's
listening.
true.
She's
He was
gone
asleep at that
to,
time.
gone to sleep
yeah.
by now. Question 8: which Final Destination is the log death scene in? Yep. Question 9: how many times did Dr. Loomis shoot Michael Myers at the end of Halloween?
I had 5.
6.
King?
3. I couldn't remember.
Jesus.
I know, yeah.
Ian
Ugh.
takes the point on that. 6
6.
times.
I think I must be mixing it up with the McDowell one. I think he shoots him 5, and that
To
one.
be
he has one
fair,
left.
Greg, I actually that's why you probably saw me waiting on that one for a while, because even I was glad.
You have to think.
No, because I was actually glad of the final question because it gave me a bit more time to think. Because I was like, in my head, I was like, "What did he say to the officer? What did he say to the officer?" Because that's where it is.
That's where he tells him I shot him.
And the clue was also in the second movie, like the second one, like not the remake of the second one, the original second one. He says it again. I shot him 6 times.
Yeah. And then question 10: what is the greatest werewolf film of all time?
Well, soldiers.
Greg?
Twilight 2. Dog Soldiers.
Dog Soldiers. King?
Yeah.
Did you hold your pride?
No, I need the point.
Show us your answer there, King.
Can you see it?
Please say Twilight. Move it down.
You need to move it back a little bit, I think.
Even his own screen doesn't want to show it.
No, I did
in.
put down that what you said. So
what? Put down what? Sorry.
Dog Soldiers.
Dog Soldiers.
You.
Confirmed. Greatest werewolf film of all time. Agreed by King. Dog
For
Soldiers.
a point on the
No. Listen.
Three
another
of the 4
fucking
people
Easter
on
egg
this
by him.
show.
Hey,
3 of the 4 people on this show agree with it.
The next gig that we are out together, I will buy you a point for that.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's all right.
You if you really didn't believe it, you wouldn't have put it down. That's how that works.
Well, at least we're in agreement. It's better than Twilight, so.
Yeah, well, you're the only one who loves Twilight.
So where do we stand now? Most importantly, business.
Yeah. So
I think you're up by 1.
King has 5 points.
Okay.
So half of them correct, which is good going.
Solid.
Greg on 7 points.
Yeah.
And Ian on 8 points at the moment. So for the guy who came in thinking, I don't have a fucking chance here, not a chance in hell, he's burst out the door here. Put Greg on the back foot here.
This happened last time as well.
It did, yeah.
King was pressing until the last round.
Yeah.
Well, that's why. Listen, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
I'm aware of this.
Millie has the right idea behind you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fucking into bed.
Yeah.
She's like, I have to listen to this fucking clown.
For another fucking hour.
He's just glad that I'm working from home tomorrow, so she'll be in the same.
She'll get all the treats now tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, we will get into the second round, which is this one is entirely done by me. That one was done by me as well, but they've probably
for anybody.
They've probably been in other quizzes and things like that.
Especially the Dog Soldiers one.
Yeah, obviously. This one is done by me, as I said to you before when we were planning this quiz. It's going to be Screams 1 to 6, and the questions are going to be based around that, on kind of in-depth questions that I've never seen anybody kind of ask before,
or get right if they are asked.
So the first one, which Scream films have the same listed runtime? So all films are listed as X amount of minutes.
Unless you really know that.
And I'll be a little bit fair here, and I'll tell you it's 2 of the 6 have the same listed runtime.
And can we with that, because it's quite specific? Can we even do a closest answer?
Can't be a closest answer. There's only 6 choices.
I think we'd get a bit all over the place if we did that.
You're asking which have the same runtimes?
Yeah, they have the same. 2 of the 6 films have the same runtime?
You know, Ted, I just changed my answer there, just so you know.
Grant. Okay. Question 2, and this is one that's not like overly difficult. What is the name of Sarah Michelle Gellar's character in Scream 2?
Oh, Jesus, you forget she's in that.
Yeah.
She made all those big ones really around that time, didn't she?
Yeah, because she was. It was around that time she done Cruel Intentions and all.
But no, what was the other one? I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, that was very underrated, by the way.
Brilliant film, yeah.
And she almost survives that too.
Yep. But then she goes on to be a vampire slayer and kicks everyone's ass. So
Yeah.
Y'all get butchered.
right. Question 3. What is Sydney's mother's name? So I don't just want the first name. I was going to say what was her mother's maiden name, but I think that was probably pushing it too far. But if anybody knows it, put it down.
Remember. I'll put a name down. Might be right, you never know.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a hint on the first name?
Yeah.
No, don't, because then he'll get it. He'll definitely get it.
Jolene.
I do have a bonus part to that question if you want it.
No.
No, we don't want this. Fucking
No,
stick with your
I'll
arm.
put it out there just in case anybody does know it. What was her stage name? So in one of the films we find out that she'd been an actress. What was the name she went under?
I'm writing a letter to Daddy.
Now that's just a bit of a bonus one, so I'm not like I'll give a point if anyone gets that one, but it's not part of the 10 that we have here. So 4, what is Gail's cameraman's name in Scream 1? So the first film.
Gail's cameraman in Scream 1.
Yeah.
Gail Swallows.
Hmm.
And then question 5.
Okay, sorry. With that one, I don't want to give anything away here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have to be the full name?
I'll take just the first name because I don't think his surname is ever actually mentioned.
I was
Okay.
going to say. I was going to say. I don't
And
think
there's a bit of a nickname as well. Yeah.
I don't know that he really has a nickname in it.
Okay.
But so question 5. How many? So this was a bit of a weird one. How many bad guy killers is there in Scream 6? And by that I mean, obviously, the heroes of the story kill people in the film, so I'm not including them as killers.
So just read the question out. Say it again.
So how many killers is there in Scream 6? But I'm not including, the heroes of the story. So you
Right.
know, the sisters or anything like that. I'm not
So,
including the people who are considered the good guys.
Are you talking about the people who wear ghost face outfits, or?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm guessing, but like.
Everything is a guess with this round.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the films, but I don't take that
yeah.
much
No, well,
notice.
this was the point. This was the point. I didn't want to go anything too easy.
This was the point. There is no points in this round.
Yeah.
So
This was the point to make us look like
Although
idiots.
Greg is sitting there just quietly confident.
I don't think Greg's as confident as he wants to be. So the first question: which Scream films have the same listed runtime? King,
2 and 6.
Greg,
1 and 4.
Ian.
I wrote 1 and 2. It was a guess.
One of you is right.
Mine was a guess. So 1 and 2.
Do you want to guess which one of you was right?
No.
Me.
Greg.
It was
You're right.
Craven. It was Craven's thing to the first one.
Yeah,
He cut out 11 minutes of it.
just to make sure he had the same runtime.
That's a nice little. Little,
Yeah.
We're even now, Greg.
Yeah. All leveled up now.
I put 2 and 6 because I thought you were trying to play on words again there. Because another way you were saying it's 2 of the 6. I was like, oh, maybe that's a fucking.
Yeah, it's a
That
good.
would have been a good one actually.
Yeah,
That's
it's a good
true,
way.
actually,
It's a good
yeah.
way of thinking because it is the sort of thing I would do.
Yeah.
So question 2: what is the name of Sarah Michelle Gellar's character in Scream 2? Greg,
C.C. Cooper.
what did you say?
C.C. Cooper.
King?
Yeah, I didn't have it in there.
No.
I put
Yeah, I
blank.
CC as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Grant. Yeah, CC. I'll give CC as the answer.
I didn't put Cooper for.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Her first name is Casey, and the reason it's Casey is that it's how they realise that the people being killed are people with the same names as the original deaths in the first Scream. So they targeted people with the same names.
Oh.
So question 3: what is Sydney's mother's name? Ian?
Maureen.
Yeah.
Robert Prescott.
You just put Betty
Robert
down.
Prescott. Yeah. Greg?
Yeah, I had Maureen Prescott, and then her maiden name is Roberts. But I also have the stage name.
We'll come back to the stage name now in a second. King?
I just put Betty down because again I didn't remember.
Betty White.
Betty fucking
No,
White.
I told you I didn't watch this, but I actually did.
Yeah, no.
He is
Maureen,
a dark fucking horse, isn't he?
Well, look.
and he got both surnames because Maureen Prescott after she got married, and Maureen Roberts prior to being married.
Kayfabe. Greg will appreciate that, won't you, Greg?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, the bonus question of what was her stage name, Greg?
Rena Reynolds.
Correct. Right. So, question 4: what was Gail's cameraman's name in Scream 1? Back to King.
Ron. I don't know.
Ron, the cameraman.
You know what? It's a good fucking guess, though. Like, I mean,
Listen, it's a guess.
I'd give him a half a
Ron
point for that
Killings.
guess because Ron does sound like a fucking good, and that's not a sympathy fucking.
No, yeah.
That's
Greg,
just-
Kenny.
Ian.
I went Kenny and Kenneth. I put Kenneth because his name is Kenneth. Kenny.
Yeah.
I can't remember the surname quite.
I don't know if you
Yes.
ever actually hear the surname.
No,
do you?
maybe not.
I
Maybe
don't
not.
think it's ever actually brought up, but his name is Kenny Brown.
All
Kenny
right.
Brown.
Of
Yeah.
course it is. Of
I
course.
don't know that it's ever actually brought up, but that is his name. And then question 5: how many killers, excluding the heroes, was there in Scream 6?
Greg.
Greg,
Get in.
5.
Get into bed.
Ian,
Sorry? I have
How many
5 as
killers?
well. Sorry, yeah.
King.
Yeah. 5. I did have 5.
I have it as 4.
See, I was going to put 4 down because you don't actually see the friend, but he does talk to his friend on the phone, or he leaves him a message being like, "We've just done it," so that he's involved in it.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't. The friend doesn't kill anyone.
But he also, does he not state that the friend killed someone else the last time to him on the phone?
No, they'd planned about killing her. So the
So
friend
4
hasn't
was
killed
the
anyone.
answer.
4 is the correct answer. Yeah.
What's the answer? So we didn't get it.
Yeah.
I got no questions right there.
Well,
So
Greg boys think alike.
yeah. So Ian out of the 5 there, and then obviously there was a bonus point as well. So Ian got 3 out of the 5 correct. Greg got 4 out of the 5 and the bonus point. And King, unluckily, 0 out of 5. Not
It's not my year this year.
yeah, not a great start for you there. Right. Question 6. What was Cotton's girlfriend's name in Scream 3? And I will give a small hint. Her name is the name of another horror film.
What?
What?
So it was Scream 3, did you say?
Scream 3, we hear the name of Cotton's girlfriend or whatever. And her name, I'm just giving an extra hint, her name is the name of a different horror film.
Full name or just first name or?
They only ever mention her first name.
Okay.
Question 7. how many stab films are there in the Scream universe?
Stab.
Right. Question 8, and this one's a little bit obscure because
No
they
way,
kind,
is it?
They kind of gave it away, but didn't exactly give it away in one film. It was kind of nuggeted throughout the series a bit. What was Sydney's home address in Scream 1? Question 9. Which stab film contains time travel?
Time travel.
Yeah, we never see it, but they make a point of mentioning it.
So say that again.
Which stab film contains time travel?
I'm just guessing. Fuck it.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Like, if you know,
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you're just gonna remember.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
you only know it if you've kind of been looking out for things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, what Saw film is mentioned in Scream 4? So obviously throughout the series they allude to other horror films, and they mention Saw in Scream 4, but which Saw film? Okay.
Yep.
Does anyone need any of them reread out, or time
No,
to go
they're all
back to any
guesses.
of them?
They're all guesses anyway, so.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So-
some of them aren't.
We'll go with the first one. So it's to you, Ian. Cotton's girlfriend's name in Scream 3.
That would be Christine, I believe.
King?
I put Carrie.
Greg?
Christine. It's a toss up there though.
Christine is correct, yeah. Would you have got it if I didn't say her name is the name of another horror film?
Yeah.
No?
No.
You had a toss up then between that and Carrie as well, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just,
But
just had
for
to,
me, it was a complete toss up. But yeah.
just had to make a pick. So, question 7, so back to King. How many stab films are there in the Scream universe?
5.
Greg?
8.
Ian?
An 8 for me as well.
Correct, 8 stab films. So question 8, which, by the way, that was done intentionally, that it went 7, and then how many stab film was there, and then question 8.
I figured that.
What was Sydney's home address in Scream
I think
1?
I got this right, but I don't know if I spelled it or I can say it right. That's the problem.
That once we know what it is, then
Do you want to see what I wrote?
Well, it's not right.
I wrote Castle Road at Santa Rosa.
and I wrote no, I wrote a question mark. So
Is that not wrong? Not right? No.
No. Greg?
1408 Elm.
No. You're relatively close. 34 Elm Street. I would have accepted
knew-
had it
I
just
knew it was
had-
Elm.
yeah, if it was just Elm Street, I
Well
kind
done,
of
Greg, though.
I-
That was close.
I
It
was
was
I was
close.
I was considering putting down Elm Street. I was like, no, couldn't be
Surely
that
I
obvious.
justify the point to get Elm.
Can someone ask me where Castle Road, Santa Rosa came from? My
That's
brain?
down in Castle Bar.
Yeah, because it must have been like some movie I watched recently.
Oh, if you were going to accept just Elm, do I not get the point for that then?
No, I would have
Greg,
accepted if
fuck
you'd
off.
said Elm Street, but you put something different. You
Greg,
gave me a number.
usually I'd root for you, but we're fucking tight now, so you can.
It
piss
is
off
tight.
taking points.
Right. Question 9. Which stab film contains time travel?
4.
3.
King?
7.
Greg? Nope. 5.
Damn.
Bastard.
I mean, let's be honest, we were all guessing. Like,
Everyone
what did you
was
say,
just-
Greg?
7.
Oh shit!
Everyone was just guessing on that one.
And
Yeah,
in fairness, Greg, that was a good guess because like the further we get in, we're maybe
Yeah.
evolving a little bit.
I was trying to remember if it went something similar to Friday the 13th, rather than going to space, to go time travel.
yeah. No, it's mentioned in the 5th film. He's like, when he starts watching them, and he
It
or
goes through
pretends
the
he's only
ads.
and he's like, "But there's such nonsense, time travel. It's such stupid stuff. The first 4 are really good, and then it gets stupid." And then question 10: what Saw film is mentioned in Scream 4? King.
What's that too?
Greg says 2. Ian.
5.
Ian was closest, but no, it's Saw 4.
I thought they mentioned Saw 2 as well, where they throw her in the pit of needles.
No, they say they're going to watch Saw 4.
Oh, I could have sworn there was a thing about the pit of needles in it as well. But
So
No.
see, Greg, now I could technically ask for a point.
no, see, I got half the address. You can fuck off down to Santa Clara or wherever, Santa Rosa, whatever you're
Santa
on.
Rosa,
Bar.
baby. Here, Greg, I'll bring you some time wherever it is. We'll all go to the States and we'll just go. Can we go to Santa Rosa, please?
Jump in a
Castler
cab
Road.
somewhere.
Right, so at the end of that one, Greg pulled out another 7 points. He's consistent. Now he got 6,
Bonus.
but he also got the bonus point, which put him to 7. King, you unfortunately pulled out a big whopping 0 in there.
Fat 0.
And then Ian, you pulled out 5 out of the 10 there. So not bad. It does put Greg in the lead here, and that bonus point gave him that extra little bit ahead as well, because had there been no bonus point, and this is where you'd really kick yourself, without the bonus point, you would be level. So it's still all to play for.
Keep your little fat pudding fingers down for the moment. It ain't over yet.
It ain't over yet.
Ain't over yet, McGavin.
Exactly.
This time we're going into a set. I was going to initially make these all one, but I decided to split them into 2 different questions because I had quite a few. So I'm gonna go with Terrifier 1 here.
Okay.
This
So-
is where Ian will take it, I'd say.
Oh, I don't know.
We could do, but
Or
again,
King.
you'd never know. Like you would have thought you'd win the general knowledge round, and you didn't. Dean took that. Then you
Yeah.
know there could have been an argument that he should have won the Scream one, and he did, and he didn't. So it's all up in the air. It's about what little tidbits you picked up as you watched it.
Shut up.
So
Little fat pudding dog.
She's actually
hey,
tiny.
she is tiny.
I know, yeah.
Not an ounce of meat on her. So Terrifier 1, question 1. What are the attacks by Art known as in the first Terrifier film? So when it's in the newspaper and stuff, it's called, or when she's in the radio, the TV interview, they're known as something specific.
Yeah. Good thing there's not spelling in this.
Yeah, no, spelling doesn't matter. Although if it's really bad, I might dock you a point just because you pissed me off with how bad your spelling is.
Oh God.
So like it'll have to,
Ian's waiting on that.
have to be really bad if it's if for that to happen. So question 2: what is the name of the food place that Art destroys the bathroom in?
Sake.
I tried watching this with Zoe. We didn't even get out of that diner.
I'd have been out of that diner fucking quick. I'll
Sorry,
tell
what
you
was
that.
the question again?
What is the
Okay.
name of the food place or diner or whatever you want to call it that he destroys?
Can you won't take what kind of a place it is, will you? It has to be specifically the name.
No, I want the name. Question 3: what do the lights on the window say in the diner? So there's 3 words with lights. What do they say? Okay. Question 4: what was the exterminator getting rid of in that final building? And then question 5, and this one, the spelling will matter. Although I don't know if it'll matter because I don't know if any of you will even get it. What is the name of the extermination company? So the spelling does matter on this one because it is a big part of it. Right, does anybody want me to run through any of them again, or do they need any more time to write down any answers?
No.
No? Okay, so question 1, and we'll start at King again. What are the attacks by art known as in the first film?
Inventive. No, I just put random.
Greg?
Miles County Massacre.
Ian?
Yeah, same.
Miles County? Yeah, Miles County Massacre is correct.
I should just resign from this show. I really should.
No, well, as I said, they are tough ones. These are kind of ones you wouldn't really think of when you're doing it.
It's like if you're on Mastermind or something.
Yeah, this is my specialist subject. And to be honest, if somebody else had written these questions, I probably wouldn't have thought of them myself either. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing that you have to be in the mindset of the other person trying to think while you're watching it, so it's hard. Question 2, what is the name of the food place that he destroys the bathroom in? Greg?
Pizza place.
Ian?
No, you just put pizza place as well.
King?
I just put pizza and then put Leone's.
Right, so I'll leave it up to you because you have all just put pizza down if you want to give yourselves a point, or if you all just get no point.
Can I have a point?
But that depends on what
Can
the
we all
boys
have a
want.
point for that one? It won't make any difference to you.
The correct answer is Deer Hills Pizzeria. It's on the cup that she's drinking out of, and then it's mentioned on the radio when they report that someone.
Oh, then if it's that far away, we'll just take no points.
Yeah.
Yeah, no points. Okay.
I agree.
So question 3, what did the lights on the window say? So there's 3 neon lights, each with one word. Ian?
I just put pizza as well because I didn't pay attention to that.
Right. King?
I just wrote eat in here.
Greg?
Open, closed, fuck off.
No. Pizza, pasta, heroes. I have no idea. That's what it said. I don't know why it
was
says
the fucking
that.
closest because I put pizza.
You were?
Yeah, you needed all 3 lights though.
I should get a half point for that at least.
I don't know.
3 things on it.
We'll get a bit messy if we start going into all these half
Don't
points.
get fucking messy. You gave your mate a fucking bonus point earlier, so give me that.
No, I gave you all the chance for that bonus point.
No, I'm only joking.
So, question 4, and I think everyone will get this one. We'll go to King first. What was the exterminator getting rid of in the last, the kind of final building?
Was it rats?
Greg?
Rats.
Ian? Yep, that one you all get the point on. Rats. He initially tells her he won't tell her, and she's like, "Oh, I hope it's not cockroaches." And he's like, "No."
Rat.
Rat. And she's like, "Oh, thank God it's not cockroaches." And he's like, "No, it's rats."
Yeah.
Bigger
ones.
ones.
Rats, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then this one is very difficult because it only comes up for a split second really during the film. What is the name of the extermination company? Greg?
Is it the dead me?
Ian?
No.
King?
I didn't have it.
No. It's Serling Bros Exterminating Co. Not Extermination Co. Exterminating. So yeah, that was it. Those are very tough ones, but Greg and Ian keeping very touch tight on this 2 apiece, and King with 1. So you're not far behind in this part. But you'll really need to kick it up for the rest of it. So question 6. What is the building number? So that final building they're in, we see the number of it outside before they go in.
I think they say it as well, don't they?
Yes. The exterminator says it on the phone.
They actually do.
Yeah. Question 7. What is the homeless woman's baby called? I don't know if she's technically homeless, because I think she lives in that building.
She's a product.
Looks like she lives in that building, but you know, I'm calling her the homeless woman.
She's pretty homeless, really, isn't she?
Yeah, she seems relatively homeless. So,
yeah, like you would, like technically you could say she's homeless, but like
yeah, but we all know who the woman I'm talking about, so that's the main part. And when we go through the answers, I have a interesting little bit that I will shoot to you boys because it's not confirmed in any of the films, but I think it's an interesting little thought process. So I'll give that to you when we're doing the answers. So question 8: how many that we know of does Art kill in Terrifier 1? So basically that we see he has killed, or it's mentioned that he has killed.
Do you hear?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She knows the answer. She's trying to tell you, mate.
She's fucking actually trying to tell me.
She's like, I know the answer. Let me put it down here. So again, that's just how many does he kill in Terrifier 1 that we know of, because we have no idea if, like, before he shows up at that pizza place, does he kill like 80 people? We don't know. So we just have to base it off kind of from there.
So like found dead. Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't know, did he kill like a million other people before he got there, sort of thing. So I'm just basing it off from he shows up at the pizza place, and from there we know who he kills. Question 9: what is Vicky, which is obviously the older sister, what is her roommate dressed as? Now this one's a little bit like ambiguous because it's one of those kind of shit costumes where you could be like, oh, I'm this, or oh, I'm that, but like I basically just want to know the sort of thing that she was dressed up as, so I'll kind of accept an answer if it's close enough to it. And then question 10: what's the first weapon that we see Art attack someone with? Right, does anybody want me to go over any of those 5 again, or to be given time for any of the answers there? No, we good to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so question 6, it's to you first, Ian. What is the building number? So the building in the extermination.
I have to guess on this one, which I'm sure someone did, bar Greg probably. 6.
King?
I just put 213.
Greg?
15.
Well, if you were going by who got it closest, it would have been King. It's 225.
Oh!
Give it to him because of the fact that he actually fucking got that close. Like he thought outside the box. Like me and Greg are going.
Yous were thinking of more of the mental ward where
additional numbers.
Yeah. Greg, are you happy for me to give King the point?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll
thanks,
give you the
lads.
point. Okay, question 7. So it's back to you, King.
Yeah.
What is the homeless woman's baby called?
Will you take the first name just?
I think we only get the baby's first name, I think.
Yeah, Emily.
Greg?
Emily, yeah.
I know the
Ian?
full name.
Do you?
Emily Crane, yeah.
Well, you all get the point for it. I don't know if it's ever actually officially said that the baby's name is Emily Crane.
I watched the behind the scenes thing.
And this is what I was going to say. So in Terrifier 2, we see the child that died. And in the scrapbook that the dad had kind of put together, we learned that child's name is Emily. And we're told that she was part of a performing family that were like circus acts, mimes, clowns, things like that. I always wondered, because obviously in the second film we end up back at the carnival, was that child related to Art?
I think she was.
And then she turns to be the pale girl.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
That is the premise, as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah. It's never been confirmed or anything.
No.
When I saw the name Emily, I was like, I think that's what's happening here, and we might learn about it in the fourth one. But it looks like you all kind of knew that as well, or we're all thinking it as well. But we've never like this just for the audience. That's not.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, but that's something none of us have ever discussed about that name being like, oh, is that linked to this?
I'll drop Phil Falcone and Michael Levy a message and see what they say.
No matter what they say, they're going to stick.
Name dropping.
They're going to stick. They're going to
name drop all fucking day, baby.
They're going to stick it into the film and then be like, yeah, we came up with that, but we want our recognition. We came up with it, even if they did come up with it.
Yeah.
Credit on the slab, lads.
Yeah. So. Back to you, Greg. How many that we know of does Art kill in Terrifier 1?
I have 7.
Right. Ian?
3.
3?
That's not 3 anyway.
King?
I have 8.
Right.
I actually, I put 2 guesses, to be honest with you. The first one that I was going with, and I have it here, and it's not the same answer as any of you, so you don't think I'm bullshitting. I had 27.
Which you could understand, like.
Yeah. See, we don't know. Did he kill more people?
That was my thinking. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
So there'll be a bit of an argument here on this. I have it at 7. So I've written down the list that I have.
I have it there as well, right?
We have the 2 boys in the pizzeria.
Yeah, 2 in the diner. The 2 girls.
The 2 girls.
The 2 exterminators.
Yeah.
And then the homeless woman.
That's what I have it as. Now, there is the argument that he kills one, technically himself, but we know he doesn't die, so I didn't include that. And then the other argument is the coroner.
So the coroner dies in the start of the second one.
Yeah, and that's
which
the
is
way
a
I went.
callback. It's not a callback to the first one.
But it didn't happen in the first one.
Yeah, and that's the way I went on it
That's
as
why
well.
I was trying to remember.
To be fair, even though I'm going to lose the points here and possibly lose the game on it, I would be with Greg on that.
Yeah, no, and
technically because it's a continuation from the first film, it's still the death scene happens in the second film.
And that's the way I looked at it as well.
So fair.
I have it as 7, and I'm giving it to Greg, but I do understand where you came from, King, in that you went 8.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ian, where did you get 3 from?
What were you doing there? Were you stretching or something, or were you trying to show us something? What was
me?
I was taking an inch off my back.
That's all right. I thought you were trying to show us some sort of pellet guns or something.
Don't want the pythons out, lad.
Right, number 9.
I'm just happy I've got this far. To be honest, I thought I was going to be fucking bad.
No, you did well. Number 9, and this one goes to you first, Ian. What is Vicky's roommate dressed as? So obviously it's Halloween.
I just put a kind of a variation of a nurse outfit.
King.
What an angel.
Greg.
Sorry, I'm just changing. I thought you had the sister, so I'm just doing it here before anything came out. It's not the same answer as any of the lads anyway.
What do you have?
Princess.
No, well then that's fine because it's not the same. I would give it to King. It's a fairy or an angel or a butterfly. She just has these wings.
Okay.
I was mixing it up with Jenna Kennell's character because I originally had skeleton wrote down.
And you know what? To be fair, in fairness, Greg, I was kind of the same. I was like, what is that one? Because the skeleton was obviously fucking. I was thinking Chief the Mammal.
Yeah.
and then
And
she gets
in my
killed.
head, it was like, because there's so many of those fucking movies out now where you're like, because I haven't actually watched Terrifier 1 in ages. So I'm like,
Yeah.
is she like a fucking
Mhm.
variation of like Harley fucking Quinn or what? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
No,
no, it's
she's
just that
just
stupid white dress with the wings
Exactly.
and a little
Exactly.
fur glowy thing on her head.
yeah.
Hence
So
where Nurse came from, like, you
yeah.
know.
So she's like
Yeah.
angel, but I had it written down as fairy or angel or butterfly. Like
That's
any
alright.
of those, I would have been like, yeah, that's relatively
You had
close
a
enough.
good bop while writing that question.
And it's just like it could be fucking anything. Like she just has wings on her back. Like what the fuck's she doing? Like, and then the last question. So back to King for this one. The first weapon we see Art attack with.
Okay. I I'm nearly sure it was a decapitation, but I can't remember if it was a hatchet or something like that. I'm not sure.
Greg.
Alright, let Ian go because I want to show you my answer before I.
All right, I'll show you mine as well. Actually, there you
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a decapitation, right? But you don't see it.
Yeah.
The first weapon you see is a meat cleaver.
Yeah,
That's
and I
what I
will
wrote.
go. Meat cleaver is the answer I had because
Okay.
he
Greg,
takes your man's hand
Greg.
off as he goes to
oh, man,
ring
man.
the police on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that one was actually quite close. Greg took 5 out of the 10, and then Ian and King both took 4 out of 10. So,
Alright.
Well done, Greg.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
it's a lot closer than people thought. People were thinking, "Oh, I'm not going to know anything," but no, it's been
People were
close.
expecting Greg. How long have we got to go now? I'm getting bored.
Last round.
It's the last round here.
I'm
So-
getting bored because I'm not winning.
Well, this is your chance to get ahead. If
I'm only
I
joking. I'm only joking, of course.
with a quick calculation, I believe Greg is currently 2 points ahead. So all you need is Greg to drop a couple of points here, and you can steam ahead. King, I think you are out of the running, even if they all got everything wrong and you got everything
King's.
right.
If I'm not mistaken, King's on 9. He could tie top spot.
Potentially, I think he might be out of the running though, because it
Harold,
would need
I'm
all
gonna-
of you to get nothing right.
I'm gonna try and do it for you, King.
Yay!
He could potentially pull into second though. That'll also be very difficult. But,
Imagine the scenes of King wins on a tiebreaker.
Okay, so question 1 for Terrifier 2. What is the first weapon we see Art use in Terrifier 2? Right. Question 2. What is the name of the band or singer on the poster in Sienna's bedroom? Question 3. What's the name of the employee in the Halloween shop?
Employee Halloween shop.
Yeah. And we only see the first name. Okay. Question 4. What is the cost of what she buys in the shop? That is a tough one, I know, but and then where was this one's a bit shit because we kind of discussed it earlier, but where was the little clown girl found dead?
Up this round.
This one is a little bit tougher,
It's
which is why
ridiculous.
It's why it's kept till the very end. Right. Does anyone need any time to write any of them down or to have any of them reread?
No.
Oh,
Nope. Okay, so question 1. And we're up to Greg here. So first weapon we see Art use in Terrifier 2.
Scalpel saw thing that they use in the fucking mortuary.
Ian?
I wrote pistol.
King?
I don't know, scalpel.
Close, but no, it's the percussion hammer.
Oh, he picks it up and he puts it back down, doesn't he?
Yeah, picks that up and then
Yeah.
bonks him with the hammer a bit. Grand. So what is the name of the band or singer in the poster in Sienna's bedroom? Ian?
2000 wall.
King?
Soldiers of Force.
Greg?
Love you.
Yo, mama.
No. It's not a real band. Or as far as I know, it's not a real band. It's Queen Phoenix, and it is Art. It's the actor that plays Art that is in the poster as well.
Okay.
They just kept using him for everything. Let's just put him on a poster and make him a singer.
Ed, you're such a nerd. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
What is the name of the employee in the Halloween shop? King?
I couldn't remember. I just put Louis.
It's good enough.
Close.
That's as good as anything. Greg?
It's close. Ricky.
Ian?
Yeah, also Ricky, yeah.
Yep. Ricky?
It was very close, actually, because Louis...
Yeah, it's
Ricky
very
is.
close, yeah.
You wonder, like, in Hollywood, or, like, when they're making movies like that, and you're starting to get to, like, a certain level, like, you know, you gotta have a couple of names for certain people, you know, the guys making the pizza,
Louis.
gotta be a Ricky, Louis, you know.
Yeah,
this
you
kinda-
gotta have something in there.
Yeah.
Right, Greg, what was the cost of what Sienna bought in the shop?
27.97 I have.
Ian?
I wrote $30.
King?
Yeah, I wrote 30 as well.
It is 32.25.
Now, that should be closest wins. Come on.
Now, listen, this is... Yous gave King a point when he was
Yeah.
the closest to the building number.
Yeah, so I believe that we should do the
So
same.
do both King and Ian get a point based
No.
on being closest?
Yes, Greg, come
No,
on.
Yeah.
I'm being petty here. No.
Greg, I was fair to you on that one as well, even earlier when I said you deserved that point. earlier.
You
you
have the
guys.
final say.
Yeah, go
No,
on.
yeah, grand.
Well done, Greg. You're a good champ.
You might regret this. So, question 5.
Quiet.
Where was the little clown girl found dead? It's back to...
Or Greg.
No.
Yeah.
Is it me?
it's back to you. I think it's back to you, Ian, because we didn't start on King this time because we ended on.
I was actually at a loss there, so I just literally took a wild guess, and I wrote basement. And I wish I didn't do my fucking. Wish I had done my homework because.
King?
I put Subway.
Greg?
Circus.
Right, so it's put to the boys then. Are they going to return the favour to Greg here? It's the carnival.
Something
Yeah,
different,
give him the
isn't it?
point, yeah.
I was gonna put down the Terrifier itself, which is the name
if
of the ride.
he said fucking circus, then it's carnival.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got the point, yeah.
No, we're not giving it
Yeah.
to him. You can't. You're in a row.
So yeah,
I've already given him a favour earlier. We already won one. If this is a
No,
tiebreaker, then absolutely.
King got the other one, not me.
No,
Yeah.
I stuck up for you earlier on one question. The report will show it. But
yeah,
no, I'll give it to you. I'll joke.
I did kind of think, I was like, fuck.
You mentioned it earlier.
We've mentioned carnival earlier, so that's a bit of another thing. Now, this is where when I said Greg might kick himself a bit here, because I had a bonus question here,
Wait,
and
What?
I didn't bother asking it because we already got the answer earlier. What was the little girl's name?
Emily.
Emily Crane is what I had down.
I know I said that.
And
Ian said it, yeah, not me.
yeah, that's what I said. I said this is why Greg is going to kick himself, because I am going to give Ian that bonus point because he is the only one that had Emily Crane written down. And you both had Emily, and I don't think either of you actually knew that it was Emily Crane.
No, I wouldn't have got that.
That's cool.
So,
yeah.
As I said, now I didn't know Greg was, I thought you were all going to get that question 5, so I thought Greg was really going to be kicking himself having given Ian a closest to, and then Ian picking up a bonus point that he didn't know about. But it hasn't worked out that way, so it could still be a lot closer. So, final 5 questions. What was the word on the mother's car in like TP, like toilet paper or shaving cream? It's on the windshield, one word. Or not the window shield, the bonnet of the car. And by the mother, I mean Sienna and Elliot's mother. Okay. Question 7. What did their dad drink the night he died? And they give a very specific answer here throughout the film. So I'll see how you boys answer, and then as always, if you feel there's a relative closeness to it, you can make a decision whether the point gets awarded to each other. So, question 8. What is Brooke's boyfriend's name? Now, I don't think it's ever officially said that it's her boyfriend, but it's the guy that shows up at the club and stuff with her.
He doesn't even show up with her, does he? He just shows up.
Yeah, but he shows up and clearly knows her from before, so I'm taking it that it's, her fella or whatever, so...
Can you repeat that? Because I was trying to... I was visualising the fucking bottle.
What is her boyfriend's... So, Brooke, which is the friend that doesn't get killed in the bedroom scene. So what is her boyfriend's name?
Okay.
I think we only get his first name, so that's all I'm expecting from anybody. Okay. Question 9. What did it say on his t-shirt? I'll give you all just a little bit of a hint on that.
No, don't be giving any fucking.
No hint.
No.
Okay. And then the last question is similar to one of the questions we had in the first round. How many kills does Art have in this film?
It's not 3.
No, it's definitely not 3 in this. And I will premise that I am going to count the clown cafe kills because we don't really know, are they necessarily actually kills, because it's not a real place, it's a dream, it's this, it's that. I am including them in the count here.
You are?
I am including them in the count, yes.
Damn.
I can split it in 2 and say, you're going, give me without and give me with, and have it as a point for each if you want. Gives everyone 2 chances at it.
You see,
do you want me to split it and give you the 2 option things? So one
no.
for...
Do you know what's weird, lads? Are you finding did you here, Greg, for example, you're good at retaining information. Did you find that you're actually remembering more from Terrifier 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's the more recent of them, and it's, as we discussed previously, it is it's the one with more of a storyline to it, so it's easier to remember things when there's an actual story. like a good story behind it.
Well, my answers are locked in now. Like, who wants to be
Right.
in there? I'm not changing.
Just for that last question, am I doing 2 points? One for
Just the
kills,
one.
excluding the Clown Cafe, or
No, just go
Just
with
do
it.
it. Yeah.
right? So
go
just
with it.
including the Clown Cafe
Yeah.
then. Okay, so back to question 6 then. So, what word was written on the mother's car in the TP or shaving cream or whatever? And what we have 5 questions, so we'll go King first, and we'll just go from there. So,
Slow. I don't know.
Greg,
Cunt.
Ian,
I wrote cunt as well.
these are all close in terms of yes, it is a swear word. It's
Bitch,
just
isn't it?
bitch, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew when I said it. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's just bitch.
That's just the Irish in us, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just thinking it had to be bad, and I do understand where you're coming from, because later in the film we see what Vicky has written on the room, and she does write way worse than bitch. She does write slut and cunt and stuff like that on the thing, so I know where you're thinking.
Good conscious problem.
Yeah. So, question 7: what did their dad drink the night he died? Greg,
Bottle of whiskey. Full bottle of whiskey.
Ian,
Yeah, I wrote full bottle of whiskey and I wrote wild turkey.
King.
I just brought whiskey.
I think I'll give it all to you. The answer is it's a bottle of Jack.
Oh, goddamn.
But I think I'll give it all to you because these have all got like the same answer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is whiskey. Well, technically it's bourbon, so.
Yeah, but
No,
I'll give it
whiskey.
all to you.
Yeah.
Right, question 8. So this one's to Ian. What's Brooke's boyfriend's name?
Jeff.
King.
I didn't. I scribbled them out. I didn't get. I couldn't remember. I had Ken
Greg.
as one of them.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Greg.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff as well. Yeah, Jeff is correct.
I know the next one, by the way, because
Yeah,
I wanted to buy the T-shirt.
Yeah. So back to King. What did it say on his shirt? So Jeff's shirt.
FBI. I don't know.
You know it, Greg.
Just that good.
Close,
Just
but
that something.
Just the tip.
just
Oh,
the
just
tip.
a tip.
Yeah, just the tip, I promise. But yeah, just the tip. And the clue I was going to give, just in case people were wondering, is think about his death scene. That was the clue I was going to give you.
Yeah, but that's why I said don't.
Yeah, because
And
it's
that's what's won it for me now.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
his death scene. He obviously gets, gets his dick chopped off, but it's also written on the
Now, Carl,
window.
sorry, Ted, some people may not have seen this. They might just be enjoying the quiz. Don't
That's
be.
their own problem.
Well, you don't
It is,
listen.
it
Don't
is.
watch a quiz about a film and not having seen it. That's
There's
your
some
own
sad
problem.
people out there.
Yeah, well, you know.
If you're watching.
Yeah. And then the last question, so how many kills does Art have in the film? And we'll go with Greg first.
26.
Ian?
10.
King?
22.
Greg has it spot on, 26. There's an argument to say 27 because you have Sienna, but Sienna doesn't die, so...
Then that doesn't count.
I'm
Yeah,
always going lower, man. I need to be...
Yeah, I thought you went real low. I was like, it's including the Clown Cafe.
I'm very possession-based.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like Maresca.
just in case anybody wants to get the list of who dies, it's the coroner, the laundry guy, which is the one I thought everyone was going to forget, the guy in the laundromat.
He has the thing sticking in his head.
Yeah, I thought everyone was going to forget that one. Ricky, Ali's mum, Barbara Shaw, Jeff, Brooke, and then 18 of them in the Clown Cafe.
I think it's is it 14 kids,
And then the
3
parents,
patrons, and then
the little kid eating it,
and the
then,
clown, and then and Leah Voice herself.
yeah. So at the end of that round, Ian pulled out 6, Greg pulled out 5, and King, you pulled out 2 in the end of Terrifier 2. So we will get those added up now. So
Proper boxing style here.
It is going to come down to, it's going to be quite close, and while I'm putting those
Closer than I
together,
fucking needed it to be.
yeah, while I tot those up,
Happy to be of service.
we did make a promise on our Terrifier review. We made a promise on that the next time we had Ian on, we would get him to give his opinion on Terrifier 3
Oh yes, we
and
did.
give us his rankings, because we weren't entirely sure of them. So while I tot these up, Dynamo, let loose.
Well, Ted, you guessed mine anyway.
I did, but I think I got it slightly wrong.
Well, tell me what your guess was first.
I think I said 2, 1, 3, but I think I might be wrong.
Was it not 1-3-2? I think you said, wasn't it?
No, I said I think I felt 3 was his bottom one.
I think it's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah,
Correct.
and I think that's where I got it wrong, but
3 for me was shite in a bucket. I appreciated all the kills. I appreciated the aesthetics of it and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it was just, it was kind of, and a lot of it was just mindless violence for the sake of it.
That's exactly what I said on the show. I said the other ones had all that one big kill that everyone built to. This one had a little too many of the big ones.
Exactly, and even like the dick scene splitting your man in half, I was like, okay, well, we got to match it up now because he's done it with a female on the first one. I was like, so I was like, as a good God-fearing man, I was like, I can't abide by this.
And it's rotten as well because he goes up and then he turns back and he turns him over.
Yeah, it was man. I walk by the Pro Cathedral every day, Greg, where you work. It's like I'm flexing myself every day since I've seen that.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I think the best thing I seen about it though was Lauren Lavera's interview where she was like, where she bites through the intestine, and she's like, please don't feel that with Nutella. I don't want it ruined for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was just to me, I didn't get the story. I appreciate what they were doing. I know Ted is excited, like that he thinks it's a base for what's to come. I don't buy into that. I think they're riding the crest of a wave, and
I don't see why they shouldn't either. I think it's great that they should.
They should. They should absolutely.
Ride until the wheels come off.
Absolutely.
They should, but for me, just personally as a horror fan, it's not something I'd really go and watch again. It was just meh. As I said, great work put into it in terms of all the aesthetics and stuff. I like the mix of the CGI and
practical.
Practical, but I just thought it wasn't right for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
do we have a score?
The main man Phil Falcone popping up with the greatest cameo ever. I'm
more
of a rom-com guy on the bus.
Yeah, like, and that's it. Like, I mean, like, by all token, and I'm not taking it back. If I was here with you talking to Phil Falcone, I'd say the same thing.
Yeah,
I just didn't appreciate it as much as I appreciated the first two. But that's not.
Right.
That's it. Like, again, I appreciate the visuals were fantastic. Art himself was, amazing.
David Howard Thornton's just gassing me.
Yeah, he's just great crack. He's just having the time of his life wearing that fucking. Well, then again, when you're sitting for as long as he does, getting that makeup done, like, you'd want to be having the time of your life because you ain't getting it off.
Yeah,
but no, it was okay. I think it's still and Greg made a great point. We were talking in private, I think, a few months ago, and we're like, it's the closest thing that we've had to continuous kind of trilogy of, a serial killer in our lifetime, in our modern life.
It's been a good while, yeah.
We're old, so yeah.
I know we obviously have Maxine as well, which is pretty much the same thing now.
Yeah.
In a different
it's not as good though, but like, yeah, Terrifier, I don't know, it promised so much more and still can. That's the best way of saying it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to number 4 now to see what.
Me too. I'll be there, front and center. Yeah.
You'll be there.
As you allude to, I think this was the building block. I think 4, we're going to get a lot of questions answered, which is going to be great.
Hopefully, yeah.
I think it'll really tie out the story. But yeah, I completely understand your point as well. But we'll get to the results here. So in third place, so still a podium position.
Yay!
Because there's only 3 of us.
Get a medal.
Exactly.
Yay!
That is true, but
Participation medal king.
in third
Take
place,
apart medal.
Millie gets third place. I think
that
she
is
got
what I was
10
going to
answers.
say. Millie gets third
She
place.
looked and all. See that? She looking.
King in third place with his as he's finally admitted the greatest werewolf film of all time. Fair play to you, King. In second place, the Dynamo.
Yeah, American
20
Werewolf in London was always the best werewolf
with
film.
23
That's some
points.
bullshit right there, Ian, because you even came on this show and there's video evidence of you saying, I take the Dog Soldiers over American Werewolf.
I'm
Now,
a paid assassin, man. I just do whatever the fuck.
So in second place was Ian with 23 points.
Yeah.
And in first place, just tipping him to the post, was Greg with 24.
he wins it by a nose.
Just
Greg,
by
that's-
a nose.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well,
Very close.
You'll give me my fucking.
Your flowers.
I'll give you your props. You made that a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was very close. A lot closer than the previous iterations of this quiz.
The first one was a demolish.
Yeah, the first and second one you fairly walked away with by the end of it. But no, very good, very, very close. I know the questions were obviously tough, but that was
Right
kind of
way.
the point. To
Fucking
to
very
make people,
tough, right?
yeah, just to make people think. But it also means that, you know, when you do go back to watch these films, those little bits will always be in your head where you're like, oh yeah, he does say it. And that'll be the same for all of the viewers and stuff as well. So, obviously, let us know what you thought of, you know, the questions. If there's
I
something,
thought it was a great little show. To be fair, I kind of kayfabed just a little bit. I apologise. You know.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't have done no homework. I knew you wouldn't have.
I kind
was
of
like,
like,
no
needed
way
that,
he's done
that
nothing.
extra night last night helped as well. When I came home, I watched
He's
Terrifier 2.
he didn't actually go to work today. He's been watching Terrifier 1, 2 and all 6 screens.
Films he's
I
been up
wish,
all night.
man, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be working from home tomorrow. I'd have to
Yeah. But yeah, obviously for all the listeners and stuff, I hope you kind of played along yourselves.
Let us know what you got.
Yeah, let us know how you did and things like that. And if you liked this format or you prefer the previous format, obviously let us know. We can change it up. We're just trying to do whatever we can find as interesting as possible here. And I do have some ideas already in my head for next year. Not questions, but ideas for changing it up, which I haven't ran by the boys yet. But I will run by them before we do it and see what they think.
You can change it up. Still the
Yeah.
same result.
We'll see.
Maybe next year if we can add another one, we might do a team one.
Well, listen.
Well, now, Greg, you know that's as close as it's been ran. So
Yeah, and listen, we could have if we'd done another film or another series, you could have dropped out. You know, like this was a close run one.
I was pushed too close with this one.
too
Yeah.
close, too close.
It was all down to Maureen Prescott's stage name.
That goddamn fucking that one bonus question that Ted
Yeah.
threw in.
That
Well,
got
you got your bonus question as well.
I did.
You did.
and he didn't
Um,
even ask the fucking question.
No, but it wouldn't have been fair to ask it at that point because
Ted
Ian had
was-
already given the
I
answer.
think Ted
Yeah.
appreciated the fact that I just came out with the full name.
Yeah,
That
Ted
was
had detail.
yeah. I didn't want to then give the chance for everyone to gain the bonus point when you had given the answer previously. So
And we'd seen that happen the first year that happened. Sherlock had one question about a movie, and then I picked it up when he asked something very similar.
yeah.
And it was the only reason because I'd never seen the movie.
Yeah.
So
So I just wanted to, you know, I couldn't. It wouldn't have been fair to everyone to do so. So Ian deserved his bonus point because he'd gotten the answer earlier.
I'm gonna wipe the sweat off my brow. I'm gonna go and put my feet up and celebrate another year as champ.
Well, in the words of Conor McGregor, I'll be back, never to be seen again.
Arnie said that about 1,000,000 times and he never came back.
Well,
Oh, he
take us
did. He
home.
came back in 3, didn't he?
Take us home properly, though, Greg.
Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love this yearly show. It's probably one of my favourite parts of the year. Obviously, talking to all the guests are great and the banter that we have, but I do love an old quiz.
Shut up, you slow.
Oh, baby.
Greg, as a close second, who ran a good warrior like yourself. Very close. I'll say. I'll be the first to say congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
But it's not over yet.
Ooh.
It's not over till it's over. But in the words of the great George A. Romero, ladies and gentlemen, stay scared.